Hello and a very warm welcome. Thank you, Shruti and Komal, for joining in. Today is the last session. Officially, yesterday was the last session for this amazing book that we have read together. That is Life's Amazing Secrets. Um, this is a very beautiful and sweet read. Massive value, but uh, in very simple language, I would say. Komal has been a part of this journey with us all through. Before I share my insights, I would love for her to, unmute and share what was her massive takeaway and what is it that she's going to implement here forward from this book. Komal, can I have you, please?
Yeah, hi Karishma.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. How are
अभी
you?
बताओ. I am amazing as usual. Tell me, how has been your experience in book reading club? What has shifted in your life? What is that one takeaway that you want to take from this book, and how are you going to implement it in your life?
See, Karishma, what I remember till now, there was a line in this book that you need to declutter your mind, your thoughts. So, that because I haven't thought, I have never thought that way. Like you clear your spaces, but you never declutter your thoughts.
Hmm.
So
So,
that's the
May I
biggest
know the
takeaway for
price
me.
of the book? I want to read the
I don't know.
physical
I
book.
have it
May I know
since
the price
last
of
2
the
years.
book? Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's around. You can check it on Amazon. It is very popular.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Continue, Komal.
Yeah.
Anji Komal, I can't hear you. Komal went on mute.
So that's my biggest takeaway.
Hmm.
Uh, Selfless service.
Mhm.
It was a wonderful journey, Karishma. I mean, after such a long period, I've read a complete book. Like normally, I start a book and then I leave it mid in between, and you know.
Mhm.
So I'm really happy. This time, it I completed the whole book.
Wow, amazing.
Thanks to you.
Congratulations. Thanks to you for being consistent. Even on the days that you could not show up, you were reading. That is something that is a
Yes.
beautiful shift. Um, you were keeping up with the pace, right? Also, Komal, where do you resonate yourself from the learning that you're taking away from here, and how are you going to implement it in your life?
Well, I don't know how exactly, but I'm pondering over this. How
Mhm.
to, because there are so many thoughts at times, and
Mhm.
you get disturbed, and so how to filter that out. So, how thing, but something uh, to look forward in this part I have to work on.
Mhm.
That has started. That question is coming from me.
Amazing. And did you get any ideas as to how you can do that?
Uh, Not yet.
Chalo. Before we end the session, I'll make sure that we have some suggestions for you from this room itself. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Komal, for being in this room, being on this journey with us, and thank you for sharing your beautiful insight. All right, let's go to Madhulika. Madhulika has also been a fully been present in this room. Madhurika, would you like to unmute yourself, switch on your camera, show us your beautiful smile, and share what is it that you are taking away from it? I would request everyone to please switch on your cameras यार. कुछ एनर्जी मुझे भी चाहिए ना.
Good evening, everyone. Karishma, right now I'm in my session, so I'll share later on, right?
All right. ठीक है. And Shruti has not been a part of this journey with us, so I'll take over. I'll share what we have learned over in all these days, right? We all know Gaur Gopal Das, right? He's a monk. Engineering karke, he became a monk. His ashram, he lives in Mumbai. Okay. He believes that happiness is not something that just lands in your lap. It's a choice, and a choice that is cultivated. It is about, the art of living with integrity and balance. He has compared life with the he has compared life as not as a smooth open road, but with the roads of Mumbai traffic jam, or even fierce monsoon के साथ बीतती है. Challenges will come, no doubt, but it is all about how we choose to respond to them, right? It is always a choice. And he has also talked about car, कि कार के 4 व्हील्स के जैसे बैलेंस करना भी सिखाया है. ठीक है. जैसे कार नीड्स 4 व्हील्स टू बैलेंस to get to your destination. He has shared 4 areas of life in this book, that is personal life, your relationships, your work life, and your social contribution. अब अगर हम इन चारों के बारे में बात करें तो फर्स्ट व्हील वाज अबाउट पर्सनल लाइफ, that is mastering your inner world. Things that I loved in this chapter about this was growing through gratitude. ठीक है. That is one, the idea behind it was that gratitude is not a fleeting feeling. It's a state of mind that you develop. It is a superpower that taps into the unlimited positive energy. It's not happy people who are grateful. It is the other way around. It is the grateful people who are happy. ठीक है. That was one thing. And then he has also shared the example of how a cumin seed gets stuck in your teeth, और उसके पीछे आप उसको करके निकालते रहते हो, right? Our mind can be a bit like our tongue after a spicy meal. This tiny cumin seed stuck between your teeth, uske piche your tongue is obsesses over that one tiny speck, completely ignoring all the perfect clean teeth and just poking it to get it out. Similarly, hamara jo mind hai, it has default setting to focus on the problems, neglecting on the seed free joys in our life. That was one takeaway. Then the second one was press pause. The idea behind it is that in our fast-paced lives, we often forget to press pause and simply appreciate the beauty around us. Think about this. If a world-renowned violinist, this is the example given in this book as well, his name was Joshua Bell. He plays a masterpiece on a multi-million-dollar violin. And this man, when he presents himself in some kind of a posh studio, people pay a hell lot of money. But this man was one day singing, he experimented, there was an experiment happening, and subway station ke upar for free he was playing on his multi-million violin just to see would people stop. And the surprising truth of this experiment was that most people rushed past. They were too busy, they were stressed to notice the miracle right in front of them. And that is how we keep on missing on our good parts of life on a daily basis. Next one was why to worry. There are things that will worry. There are things in life that are under your control and there are things that are not in your control. अगर आपके कंट्रोल में है, then why worry? And if it is not in your control, then also why worry, right? Worry never robs tomorrow of its sorrow. But what it does, it saps today's joy. Yeah. जब हम प्रॉब्लम फेस करते हैं, we need to ask ourselves, is this in my control? If yes, then do something about it. And if no, then you cannot do anything about it. So therefore, why worry? In any case, in both the circumstances, why worry? Then there was a talk about spiritual practices. And the big idea behind it was that the foundation of lasting happiness. It is connecting to something that is higher than yourself. Maybe God, universe, जिस चीज को भी आप मानते हो, जिन भी गुरु को, भगवान को, जिसको भी मानते हो, have yourself attached to it. The simple logic is that एक light bulb है on its own in just glass and wire. But connected to the powerhouse, it lights up. It gives the light to others. Similarly, when we connect above ourselves we gain love and we can share it. And for that, meditation is like plane journey. It takes you high. It gives you a higher vantage point to, look down at your anxieties. So this is one thing. Then we went on to wheel number 2. Wheel number 2 was about relationships, how to nurture connections. वहां पर हमने समझा कि we should be speaking very, very sensitively. How you treat others, be it with your words, with your tone, with your body language, matters immensely. And the golden rule is that treat someone better than you would like yourself to be treated. ठीक है? इसके अंदर भी he has shared examples. There were lots of examples. I don't want to go, I don't want to, want to keep giving you lots and lots of examples because अगर मैं examples दूंगी तो we might miss out on the entire book का summary. Then there was a virtuous vision. ठीक है? That was about choosing to see the best in people, like bee that seeks only nectar and avoids the dirt. Consciously neglect the bad and focus on the good. There were 4 kind of things that were discussed in this chapter, wherein 4 तरीके के लोग होते हैं. And the best part was the third kind of people who see the bad, but yet they want to, they communicate it, they, grow through it. They know how to resolve the problems. It is not that they become, कि गलत दिखता ही नहीं है. बिल्कुल गलत ना दिखना भी is not right. गलत दिखना चाहिए, but you should know how to fix it as well. You know, but you consciously neglect. You neglect or you resolve it. But most of the focus is on the good. ठीक है? इसके पीछे सिंपल लॉजिक जो ये है वो ये है कि व्हाट वी सी इन अदर्स डिपेंड्स ऑन द विंडो वी आर लुकिंग थ्रू. बड़ा सुंदर एग्जांपल था इसके अंदर विद अबाउट अ वुमन हु वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस अदर लेडी हु शी अकॉर्डिंग टू हर वाज नॉट washing clothes nicely. And one day her husband cleans the window and then she sees, अरे वाह इसको तो आ गया कपड़े धोना. And husband tells, if your window is dirty, everything outside looks dirty. It is the lens that you're wearing which decides what you see in the outside world. Then next point was correcting cautiously. Before you withdraw with criticism, you must invest appreciation and love in the person. corrective feedback is an art, not a weapon. अगर आपने बहुत सारा इन्वेस्ट किया होगा, आपने बच्चों के अंदर आप इन्वेस्ट करते हो, राइट? यू लव योर किड्स इमेंसली, हर रोज हर रोज हर रोज प्यार करते हो, एक दिन डांट दोगे तो दे विल नॉट फील हर्ट. बट इफ यू डोंट लव देम, यू डोंट गिव टाइम टू देम, एंड यू जस्ट कीप ऑन, you know, hurting them with your talks, उनको डांटते रहोगे, उनको हर समय गंदा बोलते रहोगे, उनको हर समय टैगिंग करते रहोगे, लेबल्स देते रहोगे, तो चाइल्ड विल नॉट अंडरस्टैंड. दे विल नॉट इवन, दे विल ऑलवेज बी standing in front of you with the defense mechanism. करेक्शन से पहले कनेक्शन बहुत 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 जरूरी है. Because it is not what you said, but how you said it also matters a lot. Your tone, your body language, your facial expressions often speak louder than what you are speaking. How, one of the mentors, I don't know what is his name, he says that what you teach does not matter, but how you teach absolutely matters. Because that is something that actually shifts things in people. People are not there to, there is a lot of knowledge on the social media everywhere, but your energy is something that cannot be copied. Your energy is something that cannot be taken away. So how feedback given with love allows people to accept correction and even self-correct is something that was learned in this chapter. Then there was a chapter on forgiveness. Forgiveness का bigger idea is कि so we must understand कि हमारी forgiveness is not always very easy, right? But it warms the heart and cools the stings. It's a choice to let go of your own peace to preserve a relationship. So जब आप forgive करते हो, it is not the other person that you are forgiving. You are forgiving because you choose your peace of mind more. You forgive and forget, you move on because you want to preserve the relationship. Emotional violence inflicted by words, leaves invisible scars. To forgive, try to look beyond the situation. Understanding why they acted that way, often due to their own suffering, that is empathetically understand karna, and separating the episode from the person is something that was learned from this chapter. उसके बाद हमारे पास आया चैप्टर एसोसिएशंस मैटर. ठीक है, दैट मीन्स एसोसिएशंस का मतलब होता है संगत. हाउ, what are the kind of people you surround yourself with. अगर आपकी कंपनी incredibly powerful है, it can either uplift you, और अगर पावरफुल, हाँ, either ways, negatively positive पावरफुल और पॉजिटिवली पावरफुल, पॉजिटिवली अपलिफ्ट करेगी आपको और नेगेटिवली जो होगी वो ड्रैग डाउन कर लेगी. ठीक है. एंड इट वाज ऑल इंटीमेसी इन रिलेशनशिप्स के बारे में भी बात करी थी, which was said that it grows through 6 exchanges: giving, receiving gifts, sharing and receiving food, and opening and inquiring in confidence. इसके अंदर समोसा वाली स्टोरी के बारे में, इफ यू रिमेम्बर, was spoken. A man was discussed by the obnoxious smell of his morning embellitions, and the stuff retorted, "You're calling me ambiguous. Last night I was the delicious samosa. Look what a few hours of association with you has done to me," was the context of this. थोड़े घंटे भी आप किसी के साथ में एसोसिएशन में रहते हो, इट शिफ्ट्स योर एनर्जी, इट शिफ्ट्स यू. सो बी वेरी माइंडफुल of the people you surround yourself with. I still remember, I give this example multiple times, how my brother was caught in the school playing cards with his friends, and at that time my mom gave an example of चोर के साथ बैठोगे तो चोर कहलाओगे. Now it is your choice. You can be mindful of that, right? Your closest company subtly shapes your values and lifestyle choices. Then comes wheel number 3, which talked about work life, जिसके अंदर the first thing that we talked about was competition crossroads. Compete, I would say, with yourself and not the people out there. Instead of unhealthy competition with others, compete with yourself to become the better version of who you were yesterday. Steve Jobs, Apple का जो founder है, believed that competing with others was distraction from your own inner creativity. ठीक है? So you have to take care that you are not comparing yourself with others. You are just doing your work. You are improving 0.01% भी अगर आप improve करते हो every day, towards the end of the year, you will be 37% better. Yes, that was in this chapter. Then was self-discovery. Self-discovery is like layer of a gift. We understood the concept of ikigai in this. The key of improvement is understanding who you are, what is your potential, what are the capacities, what are the limitations. Find your purpose in an ongoing journey. It was compared to as a gift. Unwrap the layers of the gift, and you will start learning more and more about yourself. And जैसे जैसे unwrap करोगे, you will get the actual core of yourself. Japanese concept है ikigai, जिसके बारे में इस चैप्टर में बात हुई थी. A reason to live, जिसका मतलब होता है and value in living is the meaning of ikigai. जिसके अंदर you answer 4 questions. That is, what do you love? What are you good at? What does the world need? And what can you get paid for? ठीक है. This was the learning from this chapter. Then came decoding spirituality at work, wherein we discussed कि spirituality का मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप अपना essence खो दो. Spirituality does not kill your ambition. It redirects it. It inspires you to be successful, not for selfish gain, but to acquire resources to serve others and uplift humanity. Does that mean that you forget your hiss? No. A snake का example दिया गया था इसमें, I think, if I remember, yes, snake. And hiss करना नहीं भूलना है, but bite नहीं करना है, was the concept. Spiritual people are not pushovers. They are not the doormats. They are encouraged to be meticulously straightforward in the business. Just like, in this chapter, it was talked about snake. स्नेक को किसी ने बोल दिया कि आपको किसी को हार्म नहीं करना है, and with the result, entire village started hurting the snake. Then the sadhu, the sage, told the snake, I never asked you not to hiss. Hiss karo, par bite mat karna. Hissing is not going to, so if you keep yourself upright, does not mean that you are going to kill the person in front of you. Have your integrity, have self-respect, move as per that. Then came integrity and character, जिसके अंदर हम लोगों ने बात करी कि रथ यात्रा के बारे में बात हुई थी एंड मर्सिडीज का एक्सीडेंट. सो गुड कैरेक्टर इज अबाउट एक्शंस, नॉट जस्ट वर्ड्स. इट इज shining light that inspires others more than any sermon. Philosophy without good character is of little or no value. बहुत सुंदर एग्जाम्पल दिया गया था इस बुक के अंदर कि जगना देयर वाज सम रथ यात्रा हो रही थी, बहुत पतली गली थी, एक मर्सिडीज के अंदर हिट हो जाता है, तो दिस पर्सन गेट्स ऑफ द आई डोंट नो comes out, puts his number, waits for this person कि जिसकी भी Mercedes होंगी वो आएंगे and वो बात करेंगे, but that person did not show up, so he puts the slip in there कि मेरे को connect करना, this we have damaged your car. And that is what is being integrity in your be, that is about being that kind of a person. You should live by your values. Honesty is one thing that you should never, never, never forget, right? Yeah, I think that's it. Integrity normally is said that it builds trust, it inspires profound support for your work and community. Then came the wheel number 4, that was about social contribution. Social contribution के अंदर हमने first thing that we read about was selfless sacrifice. इसके अंदर बात हुई थी आइसक्रीम, कैंडल एंड ऑक्सीजन मास्क के बारे में. Life is a journey from being selfish, like an ice cream. That is, ice cream क्या है? Enjoy it before it melts. To being selfless, that is like a candle. Candle क्या करती है? Give light to others before it melts. Simple logic इसका ये था, the oxygen mask की जो analogy है, from aeroplanes, you must put your own mask before you help others. Why? Because unless we help ourselves and breathe in oxygen, how are we going to help others? If you are not balanced in your first 3 wheels, you risk compassion fatigue. Bringing out, from over caring. आपकी अपनी जो बकेट है वो खाली हो जाएगी, आपका अपना कप खाली हो जाएगा, तो how are you going to serve people selflessly? It is becoming selfishly selfless, if you understand that term. Then came the next chapter that was talking about family first. Family first. Selflessness begins at home with those we love the most. It's about having low expectations of the family and but high expectations from yourself to serve them. इसके अंदर लता खरे हैं. She was 65 years old woman from a very small village who chose to run because she wanted to save her husband. She wanted to pay the expenses, the hospital bills for the treatment of her husband. ठीक है. And this was very beautiful and a heart-touching story. If possible, just go through it. Go read this book. It is a beautiful book. And they had no money. What did she do? She went in to run a marathon barefoot in her sari, and she actually won the prize as well, and she paid for the medical bills. And this story was an astounding, in fact, I would say, astounding example of selfless love and devotion for the family within the family, proving that the most powerful force in the world is love. Then came next chapter, that was the nation narrative. उसके अंदर Sichuan glaciers के बारे में बात हुई थी, about the soldiers, how it is so cold there. Expand your circle of selflessness beyond your family to your community, to your nation. इसके अंदर ब्रिगेडियर सुनील कुमार ने अपनी स्टोरी सुनाई थी, and it was very, very, very heartwarming again, and we discussed it in big length, right? What we need to understand is key. Yes, charity begins at home, but it should not stay there up till there. Even if you can start helping somebody outside of your home, that counts. Every little service done is serving your mission, right? And the last chapter talked about service brings joy. Service brings joy is like seva. संस्कृत में सेवा, सर्विस का मतलब होता है सेवा. Adding a spiritual element, making it, truly fulfilling. True compassion इसके अंदर संस्कृत का फ्रेज यूज किया गया था, परा दुखा दुखी, आई थिंक ऐसे ऐसे कुछ था। चेक, ये हमने कल ही पढ़ा था, परा दुखा दुखी, यस, इंस्टेड ऑफ द अदर वे राउंड, परा सुखी दुखी ऐसे कुछ था। बट para dukha dukhi means feeling pain in the pain of others, and this can stem only from spirituality. And what happens after that? It leads to serving. And serving कैसे ठीक होती है? When you take the right action, you have the right intention and the right mood. Intention होगी तो आप सर्व कर पाओगे किसी को. The service you do to others is the most beautiful line that touched my soul, was that the service you do for others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. In this chapter, there was a dental camp that was talked about and Nangu's smile, which again, I'm not going into the story, but yes, I would love for you to, go through this read on this book. Basically, the book, for whatever the entire story that Gaur Gopal Das was telling and thinking about, the book concludes with a beautiful moment where Harry's wife, Lalita, is pregnant, bringing new life and hope into this world. And it reminds us that even after profound challenges, love and connection can bring about new beginnings. Our own journey is this Gaur Gopal Das' own journey of writing this book was also an act of service, hoping to help others, redefine their thinking and finding meaning of their life. That was the amazing secrets in not single revelation, but a continuous journey of balancing four wheels guided by your inner steering wheel, that is of spirituality. This is what we read, and this was the learning of the entire book. I would love for you to, where is Madhulika? Madhulika, are you free now to share what were your learnings? Till Madhulika gets free. Anybody wants to share anything that touched you from what I have shared right now? Please raise your hand and I think. Oh, Pooja is also here. Pooja, would you like to unmute and share what you have been joining since last 2 days only, but still, is there something that you learned from these sessions, and how was your experience?
Yes, I joined last two, that also for half an hour only. So, yes, what I learned, that was like day before yesterday, there was a learning related to being kind, and yesterday, basically in serving others, that real happiness. So, overall, if I summarize my learning, today, even as you discussed yesterday, that today we have to share, I was writing also in my diary. I wrote
Oh,
my
amazing.
learning.
Amazing. Wow. Let's
So,
hear it.
my basically the learning is that the real happiness lies in giving to others. We keep thinking in our
Yes.
life that okay, I have to do this for myself, this, that, but
Hmm.
when you do something for others and when you feel like there is somebody who is smiling because of you, so I
Hmm.
think that gives you the real happiness. That's the real happiness. And we never understand that how that's the real happiness. And I think that's the reason maybe people, they have everything but still they are somehow unhappy, because maybe they are not serving others, or they don't have patience. As yesterday only we discussed that example that Madhulika was giving, that by reaching home what we have to do, that same boring things. So let's have
Yes.
patience and just serve others, and you will also feel happy that okay, some
Yes.
people were doing something, so I did. So
Yes.
that's my overall learning, and it was very interesting.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you, Pooja, for sharing that. Anybody else would like to unmute yourself and share their part? It's not about, आपने पूरी बुक हमारे साथ पढ़ी है कि नहीं पढ़ी है? इट्स अबाउट मोर अबाउट जो आज सुना है उससे भी अगर कुछ लर्निंग कुछ रेजोनेंस है, आई वुड लव फॉर यू टू रेज योर हैंड एंड लेट्स सी व्हाट यू हैव टू शेयर. कोमल, श्रुति, सचिन जी, एनीबडी?
Crux or something which I learned from the message which resonate with me. I look forward towards seva uh, thing, which is like to serve people and contribute however we can. That was clicking towards me, and that was like I could resonate with because yeah, that is what we all मतलब खुद का करके इतनी खुशी नहीं मिलती है हमें sometimes so it is like contribution, so everybody is doing for each other, so there we can find happiness in our soul level. मदर चाइल्ड के लिए कर रही होती है, चाइल्ड मदर के लिए कर रहे होते हैं, एंड देन फादर इज वर्किंग फॉर द फैमिली. Many times we all have seen those things in home dynamic itself. से घर में भी तो वो सेवा थिंग इज देयर. अब फिर उसके ऊपर वो भी बोलने लगे कि इट्स नॉट अबाउट प्रेइंग एंड फॉलोइंग द रिचुअल्स, इट्स अबाउट आपके एल्डर्स जो घर बैठे हैं पहले उनको सर्व कर लिया, so then God is already happy if you are doing that.
Yes.
Yeah, that was I learned through this. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you, Komal, for sharing that. Shruti, would you like to share something? Am I audible, Shruti? All right. So I'll wait for Madhulika to unmute herself and share her part of the learnings from this book. And I would actually love for you to think. No, G, mom started sleeping here. Okay, no worries. What is it? क्योंकि कोई फायदा नहीं है, बुक पढ़ ली, बड़ी सारी लर्निंग्स आ गई, बट व्हाट इज द यूज इफ वी डू नॉट implement it in our lives? So what is it that you're going to take from this space? It's not about the 20 sessions, 22 sessions that we had earlier. It's about today. What have you learned today that you are going to take from here and implement in your life is my question to each one of you. Where do we start? Let's start from Komal Kapoor. Am I audible? सारे तो अपने कैमरा बंद करके बैठे हो, एक बार बता ही दो. Am I audible?
Yes, Karishma.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Pooja. Yes, Komal, please share in the chat if you are unable to unmute yourself and talk. Shruti is saying, I would like to be part of the next book completely there. Sure, Shruti, please feel free to stay tuned into whatever group you are that you are coming from so that you know which new book are we going to start. That will be decided over the weekend and we will be starting a new book from Monday.
So Karishma, when you were summarizing the entire book, I just
Yes.
remember there were so many examples that were there. Yes, this book contained a lot many examples. So everything, one by one came across I could remember. Oh, yes, I read this, I read this. So
Yes. The best part is learning becomes so much easier when we bring out examples of people,
yeah.
of the life itself. This book, अगर कोई normally ऐसे पढ़ेगा तो they will be like, अच्छा ठीक है. But when you sit, discuss it, you get to know that, oh wow, हाँ यार ये तो deep concept है. This is beautiful, and the learnings become profound.
The example that that lady who was
Marathon वाली.
criticizing the other lady, who was
Ha, the
washing clothes.
wash clothes watching wali. Yes.
I actually gave this example to other people also. Like, I read this in
Hmm.
this book, and so it was a, different
Yes.
way to view things.
And do you remember how long that lady was? Every morning she was telling her husband, "Hey Ram,
Yeah.
इसको तो कपड़े नहीं धोने आते हैं, हाँ?"
She cleared her
So,
window pane and
जिस दिन अपनी खिड़की साफ हुई उस दिन, अरे वाह, अचानक से इसको कपड़े कहाँ से धोने आ गए, कहीं से ट्यूशन लेके आई होगी. And then husband is telling, बेटा जी आज आपकी खिड़की साफ की गई है.
खिड़की साफ है. Right. So it had wonderful examples, this book, and
Yes.
everything, अगर देखा जाए तो ये पूरा हैरी को पूरा मतलब कार में ही पूरी एंटायर 20 chapters
Were in the car, in the
were
car.
in the car journey वो. So
कृष्णा ने अर्जुन को युद्ध के मैदान में इतना लंबा भागवत गीता बोला था.
hmm.
So, yeah. When the student is ready, the master will appear. Shruti says charity begins at home, but we have to move on to others for good karma, as Komal said. Take away. Wonderful, Shruti. It's dark here. Okay, no worries. Thank you, Komal, for your share and the beautiful reminder yet again of the glasses that we wear, or the glass that we are looking through needs to be checked. Komal, do you want to share anything? Pooja, Sachinji, why have I have not heard you at all? Please unmute yourself and share something about you, if nothing from what we have just spoken.
Everyone is silent. Are we going to start new book from tomorrow?
From Monday.
From Monday.
Monday तक process चलेगा to decide which book are we going to start.
Okay.
If you have any suggestions, feel free to put it in my chat. DM me.
Oh, okay. Sure.
All right, my last call for Madhulika. Madhulika, are you free to share? All right. In that case, I know if I have waited for Madhulika to come on and share because I know the kind of depth she brings into the sessions. But I assume she is stuck and busy with the student that she takes at the 10 p.m. hour. So that's it. That's the end of our amazing book, The Life's Amazing Secrets. I hope you found massive value in today's session. If you did, do share whatever you liked from this book in whatever group, whatever part of the group you are, so that others also learn. The ones who missed out on coming on this session would benefit from you. That will be a way of selfless service to them, right? Till then, till we start another book, take good care of yourself. God bless you all and sleep well. Take care and love you all. Bye. Good night.
Thank you, Karishma. See you soon.
Bye, Karishma.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night.